Hi everyone, my name's Caitlin Woods and I'm a PhD student from the University of Western Australia. Our paper is titled Using Job Characteristics to Inform Interface Design for Industrial Maintenance Procedures. Asset-owning organisations such as mining companies hire maintenance technicians to monitor equipment for potential failure or fix equipment after it has failed. These maintenance technicians use procedure documentation to guide them through complex manual tasks. These tasks could take 20 minutes or could span across multiple days. In many organisations, these documents are still paper-based. The idea of digitising these procedures and presenting them to technicians on mobile devices such as tablets or head-mounted displays is of great interest to these organisations. To inform the design of a user interface for maintenance procedures, we conducted 7 interviews with experienced maintainers from a process plant. The process plant has 6 teams, each with 6 to 10 maintainers. In our interviews, we were able to examine a range of technical roles, including welding, fitting, and scaffolding. All of our participants were male, as only a very small percentage of maintainers in Australia are female, according to the Australian Bureau of Statistics. We sought the experienced technicians with greater than 3 years' experience, and as a result, all of our participants had worked at multiple sites throughout their careers or for multiple companies. Our interviews ranged from 30 to 45 minutes. During the interviews, participants were asked about their current procedure management process and their perceptions of using some technology, namely tablets or head-mounted displays, to replace this process. Audio recordings that were taken of the interviews were transcribed into an anonymous format and thematic analysis was performed on the data. We progressively refined the issues raised by maintainers through a thematic analysis. At a detailed level, we identified 8 core factors that affect a maintainer's intention to use technology in their work. One factor, for instance, is task complexity. That is, the type of task influences whether a technician would use the technology. For instance, one participant said, for servicing major compressors, you'd probably find that a head-mounted display was used a lot more. After further iterations of the themes, we arranged the factors along 2 dimensions. The first dimension is past versus present, and the second dimension is external, things that are outside of a maintainer's control, versus individual. 6 of the factors sit in the present individual category. We found that these factors contribute to many of the features that work design theory and job characteristics model from organisational psychology propose should lead to meaningful work. We further refine these factors into 3 categories: work identity, agency, and community. We use an analysis of these factors and the implications of them in maintenance to inform the requirements for solutions for maintenance procedures. The first factor is work identity. That is the sense of purpose, pride, and meaningfulness that employees feel in their work. A maintenance task such as fixing a pump requires patience, problem solving, and persistence. Ethnographic studies in similar work have described the ideas of heroism and competent practice, leading to a sense of identity in similar work. The emergence of work identity in the interviews suggests that designers should consider these when creating technology for this domain. For example, the technology could allow users to feel challenged in their work by targeting work instructions at the right technical level. Agency is having a sense of control and decision-making capability over your work. This is critical in ensuring procedures are not followed blindly, and to ensure that maintainers think critically about the documentation that they're following. To account for agency, a designer could allow users to provide feedback when something's not right about a procedure document, or consider what will happen when a user goes off track in a procedure. The last job characteristic that emerged in our interviews was community. We found that the maintenance team was a strong, close-knit unit, much like firefighters or underground miners. Participants valued working in a team and also wanted to look out for their teammates and keep them safe. Some recommendations to consider for community are to allow users to report hazards that they see around the site, or allow users to see past comments made on procedure documentation by other technicians. The next step for this research is to build and evaluate a user interface for maintenance procedures based on these recommendations. Also, to conduct a further analysis of the concept of targeting work instructions to the right technical level. Finally, this research calls for a further examination of the impact of technology on work design. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.